Okay, everyone ready? Okay, all thumbs up for ready? Hello everyone and welcome back to Boater Plays Something. It is board game week and today, right now, we are playing Superfight. Specifically the Loot Crate deck that I got in the Loot Crate over a year ago. You can check out that video or just join us. I'm Boater and these are my friends. Let's play something. Okay, so just going around the table really quick, you already know me, I'm Boater. We have John, Jesse, and Megan, who I think at this point in the week, depending on when this airs, I'm not positive, I'm sure you've met them all before at this point. Be sure to check out the whole playlist of tabletop games in the May of Boater. Okay, so we're using the 100 card deck of Superfight from the Loot Crate deck. The base game comes with 500 cards. These are 100 unique cards that are unique to the Loot Crate set. So we'll be using these. Probably about twice around the table, and we'll see how we all do. Okay, so the way that Superfight works is that each player will be creating a fighter based out of a character card and an attribute card that could optionally take place with a location or a specific scenario. So what we'll do is we'll go just players 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go through, we'll make our characters, and as we're figuring it out, we'll also just Randomly roll to see if any of these are coming into play. So if everyone's ready to go? Okay, so each of the people fighting, that'll be right now player 1, me, and player 2, John, will draw 3 attribute cards and 3 character cards. We are going to be picking one of each. This particular fight, number 2 will be for a blue card. This particular fight will be inside of Godzilla's stomach, will be the location for this particular fight.
Oh, that option's out.
So we do have an audience during this one. We'll try to have them keep it down a bit.
Yeah, AJ, shut up.
It will be, but it's okay making a few comments. When it comes time for the actual fights to happen, the people who are fighting will be the only ones talking about why their character will win. No chiming in from other players or from the audience. Then it is time for voting. At that point, the audience can chime in, I would say, and try to convince the judges, who are the people not fighting, to go for them. Okay, so the ones that you do not decide to use, you discard. So we'll discard face up. I've decided not to go with a bubble wrap suit or a limitless loot crate on a derby girl or another kaiju.
And I dismiss in a flying saucer, covered in gasoline, honey badger, Goliath.
Alright, and on that, so my champion will be a raccoon armed with, we'll do this so that that camera can see it if it's not too bright, whatever. Armed with a really bright laser pointer, and then you also need to have a random attribute to go along with it. The next one up, leading a team of trained velociraptors. Oh. So a raccoon with a laser pointer leading a team of velociraptors.
I'm choosing a Hydra with machine gun for legs. Can leap over tall buildings in a single bound.
Okay, so I'll go first. I would say most of my plan would be just trying to get you to piss off Godzilla by running around, making you try to target him, and especially using the laser pointer to try to pretty much have you accidentally hit the lining of the stomach and really screw everything up in there. And once you're all distracted by the body cavity that you released out into, then the velociraptors go for you.
Well, defending off the velociraptors isn't too terribly hard, as I have multiple heads and even my legs can shoot them down. And because of the very fact that we are in a stomach, and as one of the members before had mentioned that there is acid involved, I do believe Hydra, being as they are a part of the dragon family, is resistant to said acid. So I'm going to be wallowing in the acid and breathing fire and shooting machine guns, not really worrying about anything, where you have to dodge my attacks and still somehow manage to stay alive in the very environment. And then I'm just gonna jump around if I need to.
I guess I'm using the tall buildings card.
I mean, I can jump and shoot with my legs.
Jumping with the machine gun legs. I wouldn't really have to worry about the acid of the stomach because of you ripping open the lining when you're shooting such at me. So, aside from that, I really don't have much else to counter. So, you ready to let the judges vote?
Sure. Let's see how they go.
Okay. So now at this point, the people who are not in this particular fight will choose who the winner was. They can talk amongst themselves.
Hydra.
Sounds like the Hydra's got that one.
It's Rocky Raccoon. That's
Yeah.
I was gonna go with a
mixed
bunch of
with-
highly trained agents
Mixed
of
the
hierarchy.
So yeah, that stays.
I fight.
Your champion continues the fight against the next person.
Oh yeah, that's the other Hydra from Marvel.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I might have said more Hydra the organization, all with machine guns for legs.
That seems like
I was going for at first, but then I'm like stomach acid. I'm like, eh.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have 1 point for John. AJ.
sorry.
We have 1 point for John.
Be in the game. Be in the
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Shut up. We have 1 point for John.
Make me?
We.
I didn't say it. Sorry.
Okay.
1 point for John.
We have 1 point for John, and so now play continues on. Jess will now be fighting against the champion that has been laid out. So you draw 3 character cards and 3 attribute cards. I'll get them for you.
Tiny people.
Tiny people.
You're not gonna like that one.
Okay.
Hey.
Stop it.
No, I like
Stop
it.
using your Hydra powers.
Just imagine that's all with machine guns for legs.
Maybe he would see
And it's still going to be in.
Still
Oh no, sorry. So good call. We're going to
Choose.
roll for that. 1, no additional scenario.
Oh.
We're doing 1 is nothing, 2 for blue because it rhymes, 3 for purple, and 4 for both. Someone's confident. Okay, so what are you discarding?
Let's see. The common cold. Carnivorous plant.
Okay.
Riding a nuclear missile can summon infinite trampolines.
Okay, so your actual champion will be.
Mothra. Can call it orbital bombardment.
Can call orbital bombardments, and 1 more attribute.
Not bad.
Swinging a 2-ton.
2-ton tuna.
Swinging a 2-ton
Does
tuna.
Mothra even have
It's
hands?
not arms.
Little legs, maybe?
legs.
Two.
It's a giant moth.
Hydra versus Mothra, fight!
Who delivers first?
We'll say the reigning champion.
Well, Mothra flies, but that's really not a problem. I'll just, breathe fire out of my hollow Hydra hedge, shoot with my machine guns as I balance, and if I really need to, I can just jump up to your level. Orbital bombardments could cause a problem, but, they hit my heads, they grow back, so there's that. 2-ton tuna.
You don't need to counter everyone specifically. You let continue.
Okay, no, that's the main weapons in person.
He's not concerned about the 2-ton tuna.
I'm really not.
That's fun to say.
Make it a snack.
Yeah.
I'm a big
Alright.
lizard. I like tuna.
Oh,
Alright,
jeez.
Jess?
Alright. What's his weapon? Machine guns for...
Machine guns
Well,
for legs and being able to leap over tall buildings.
I guess Mothra can dodge whatever you're shooting at me because I can fly. And while I'm dodging, I can call upon my orbital bombardments and continue to keep hitting you until you're out of heads.
I like that it's not just an orbital bombardment. It is plural with no
Bombardments.
stated limit.
Yeah. So I'm going to continue having that rain down onto Hydra until it has no more heads. And I guess I dropped the 2-ton tuna on it just as a finishing touch.
Finishing move. Finish him. Any response, or are you ready for voting? Are you confident in your champion?
I'm fairly confident. I mean,
Okay.
it's a Hydra.
Fatality of the 2-ton tuna.
I'm probably gonna say Mothra on this one.
I was gonna say Hydra.
You're gonna say the Hydra?
Yeah.
Now that it's been tied, and because there's an even number of players, it goes into an extended match, which means that each person, we'll start with John, will draw one more character with no attributes that is supporting them in the fight.
Whoa. Iron Giant.
Iron Giant, okay.
This is just a Godzilla movie.
Grizzly.
And a grizzly bear!
All right, so what's going to happen is my Iron Giant's going to kick your Grizzly and just drag you to the ground where I'm going to devour you with my Hydra heads after I burn you to a crisp because I like it extra
Yeah.
crispy.
Unfortunately, I can't think of any.
Are you conceding, or are you just like, well, I guess we'll leave it up to vote?
Nah, I'm conceding.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything I can do with.
Okay, so it does go back to vote, even if you can't think of something to counter it. I am switching my vote to Team Hydra. You're saying the same?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 2 wins on the Hydra. These get discarded, and I believe the support gets discarded as well.
Once I got the grizzly bear, I knew I lost.
Okay, so Meg, what do you have to fight the 2-time champion? Either way, this will be its last match. A specific champion can only be in for 3 rounds before it is retired.
Okay, so discard first.
Yep, discard first. Tell us what you're discarding.
Discarding France.
France?
Discarding an army of skeletons. Cannons instead of hands. And commands an army of disposable minions. So it's a poltergeist armed with a Gatling gun.
And
And
a poltergeist armed with a Gatling gun.
it's really good at parkour. Really good at parkour. Do we gotta see if it's in a location or not?
Yes. I'm sorry, I should have done that first. The location is a crashing airplane with 1 parachute.
That works because
I was gonna say that probably wouldn't have changed your choice. I forgot we need to do that first because it could affect your
Yeah.
choice. But a crashing airplane with 1 parachute. Hydra versus a poltergeist. Reigning champion, take it away.
Well, a Hydra's really not worried about a Gatling gun because, I mean, it's a poltergeist. Sure, it's going to be hard to kill, but you can't. It's like shooting a pea shooter at me. It pew, 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 pew. Oh, it hurts. Oh.
Do you know what a Gatling gun is?
Yeah.
Yeah, not just.
Not just a machine gun. It's a Gatling gun.
Yeah. It's the big multi-barrel. Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
I'm big enough that
He
it's
says he's not
fine.
worried about the Gatling gun.
Okay, well, I'm a poltergeist, so you can't really hurt me at all. And a poltergeist, can I possess people? Or-
That is kind of up to you. But that is something that you could
I'm
probably
just saying,
say.
that's
Yeah.
alright. So I
I'd
can
say that's
possess
viable.
you, actually, and pretty much make you kill yourself.
Okay. Can I
So
count it?
that can work.
Yes,
and
we'll
it's
let
also,
1 counter from each.
Yeah, you don't hurt me. Gatling gun. So I don't even have to go for your heads. I can just shoot your body and it'll kill your body. I don't have to go for your heads. And I'm really good at parkour, so I could jump over your heads, like, even if you can, like, physically hit me for some reason. I could jump over your heads and be really good at parkour. Jump off of buildings, so when you leap over buildings, I could just climb them.
I'll just leap over them in a single bound.
Inside of an airplane.
Inside an airplane.
Oh yeah, we're inside of an airplane.
Right.
With 1 parachute.
No,
I don't die. You die.
depending.
Are you guys good for the voting
I'm
stage?
gonna counter.
Okay.
So you possess me. That's fine. You possess 1 of my heads. Oh, I bite off that head. Throw it away. Where'd your Gatling gun go while it possessed me? Oh, look, I have that. It's destroyed. I'm sorry. Possess me, you lose.
Say possession goes for the whole body, so.
Yeah.
not just a head.
Well, there are multiple heads. One brain controls the body, but if multiple
I
brains
can just
control
control
the
your body
body,
and leave control of your head. I can leave you fully conscious during all of it. I just control your body as you move.
but you're controlling the brain that controls the
I
body.
think we're at an impasse. Can we move on to
Yeah,
the
we'll
voting?
move.
Sure,
We'll move
sure.
to voting.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to the poltergeist. I haven't been given any sort of reason why the crashing airplane might matter to either of them, and I think it would matter less to the poltergeist, so I would have to give it to that.
Yeah, I'd have to go with the poltergeist.
Couldn't use the
with this
parachute.
one.
It doesn't need the parachute.
Yeah, well,
You
then
could
I get
use
the
the
parachute.
One parachute isn't gonna help a Hydra.
The
So
poltergeist can't really.
I'm saying you're hitting the ground at terminal velocity.
gonna hurt.
I'm sorry, Hydra.
Yeah, I had a good one.
You did have a good run. And now we'll do one more go around the table and see how it goes. So we have 2 points for John and
We'll
1
start
point
that direction.
for Megan. Well, no, she's still got hers, so I'll go.
Right, okay.
And we'll continue like this.
Check to roll the die.
Yes, thank you for that. A location, again, this location will be a desert island. There are 2 S's. Oh boy.
Bless you.
That was a hiccup.
Okay. Wasn't sure.
Against the poltergeist.
That is a hard opponent. I think there's a Ghostbuster
Go
in there
with
somewhere.
that.
Or an exorcist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just some sort of energy attack, maybe.
I guess you could have done an Iron Giant. I don't think it would affect an Iron Giant.
Okay, so I will not be fighting with Dr. Horrible or Keanu Reeves,
But there's.
and my champion was not literally a GIF and will not throw water balloons filled with acid. My champion is Star-Lord, who is faster than a speeding bullet, and is armed with a surface-to-air missile launcher.
That's a good combo.
Reigning champion, go ahead.
Under the surface-to-air missile launcher is faster than a speeding bullet. Starlight. I'm a poltergeist. You can't hit me. I have a Gatling gun. Eventually, you're gonna like. Well, it's Star-Lord, so he does have he does have an ego, so he's gonna have to stop and gloat at some point. He's not gonna be able to do that at the speed of at faster than a speeding bullet. So you're gonna have to stop and gloat sometime. So I'm gonna get you with my Gatling gun, and I'm a poltergeist. You can't hit me.
Okay. I'm thinking of this from the cinematic perspective. We've got Star-Lord, he's on a desert island. He needs to have some sort of music that's appropriate for the confectionery
Indulgence.
area, yes, that he's at. So he's already an audience favorite. Faster than a speeding bullet, he's just whatever you try to throw at him, he's dodging out of the way. You can't catch up to him you can't aim well with the Gatling gun. Your parkour isn't doing anything because he's outrunning you. You can't even just, I'm gonna possess you, because he's like, nope. He would slow down to gloat, but it would only be for a few seconds, kind of like Quicksilver in Avengers Age of Ultron. Just didn't see that coming, and just he's out again. So you wouldn't be able to catch up to do anything to him. Now, I don't know that I would be able to do anything to you either. I think it would be the sort of movie where there's these 2 people on an island, or these 2 entities, and neither really kills the other one, and they're ready for a sequel, but the audience loves Star-Lord so much more because of that charisma.
Well, yeah, cinematic view, you got me there. But I'm also a poltergeist. So you gotta have, like, empathy for me, as long as I'm, like, not a poltergeist, of like, a murderer or something. So, we don't know. And we also don't know the other half of Star-Lord. I haven't read all the comics. What do I make for that?
Okay. All I know is from the movie, so...
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we don't, he's half human, so, obviously he has to sleep. And has to have, like, human functions. So eventually he's gonna tire out, sleep, and it's a desert island. So
It's a desert island, there's so much sugar, he doesn't need sleep.
He's also gonna get fat and lethargic. So he's gonna be moving at the speed of like a boulder from Indiana Jones. So he's gonna be doing that, and eventually he's either gonna get stuck between like an ice cream sundae or something, and he's gonna get stuck between the banana slices, and so eventually something's gonna happen due to his half-human capabilities,
Okay.
and he will eventually.
The one thing I have to counter is that you brought up the question as to whether you're like a fully evil poltergeist or if you're one that's maybe redeemable where you're trying to do something. So if you're an evil poltergeist, it'll go, as I said before. If you're one that like has some human nature in it, undoubtedly he will make you a good guy and you will join Team Star-Lord because that's how it works. He doesn't need to kill you, he must only defeat your nature.
When you two
Alright, so we
decide.
have to votes now?
Up to votes.
I really want to vote for Star-Lord because it's Star-Lord, but I think in the actual fight, I mean, I think the poltergeist, like I said, eventually he's just going to run out of steam. So I'm going to go with poltergeist.
Okay, Jess? Team Star-Lord. Team Star-Lord.
Well, I was going
We
to
already
be
had Rocky
picking.
Raccoon.
I was voting for Star.
Okay, so...
That's right, he did have the raccoon.
Yeah, you did have Rocky
And
Raccoon.
I
yes.
already discarded leading the team of trained velociraptors. Or no, I used it.
You used that
So-
with the raccoon, so you
So we're
combined
out of
Jurassic-
Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, you got Chris Pratt for both of them.
Trapper.
Okay.
Mm.
And
And an Animorph.
I got an Animorph.
Okay.
Alright.
So the Trapper is this guy who is, you know, used to do just like wild game back in the day, but at this point has upped his game and is specifically hunting supernatural stuff. So he would know how to counter the poltergeist part of you. Star-Lord does everything as previously stated. And then the Trapper would not kill you, trap you, and let Star-Lord do his cinematic, hey, you're better now.
Say, if while the Trapper is going after the poltergeist, the Animorph can easily like mutilate and turn into whatever it needs to kill Star-Lord while the Trapper is occupied. Or if the Trapper is only skilled in poltergeist or supernatural activities, then he's useless when it comes to actual real world animals. So eventually he'll get eaten, or both of them will just die.
What if that started with regular animals, so most anything that the Animorph would normally turn into, he might be able to deal with. Plus, I'm wondering what animals he would find on a desert island.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Okay.
Anything from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Okay. Anyway, I'm good. Moving it on to vote.
Sure.
Still with Star Wars.
Still with Star-Lord.
I liked how you spun the Trapper into supernaturalness, so I'm going to go with Star-Lord as well.
Yes! That's a point for me.
Because I was actually thinking that as you were spouting it out.
I
I'm
just
like,
like the
"Oh."
idea of Star-Lord eventually becoming Andy Dwyer because of the fucking desert island.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna restart these cameras really quick. Go ahead and draw yours.
And he said, what is an Animorph going to become on a desert island? And I'm like, Peeps, Easter chocolate bunnies. I don't know what to tell you,
yeah.
man.
Oh, I didn't even think.
But you know what I mean with Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
I've seen that movie, yeah.
So that's what I'm
I
thinking.
haven't
Leek
seen it.
and all the other
Crocodiles.
crocodiles.
Okay, so, Star-Lord is the reigning champion. This scenario is both a location and a scenario. The location is a desert island. I'm gonna point out the difference between the two cards. A desert island where the fighters cannot see or hear.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. So I'm going to discard Sandy Cheeks, Assault, Flaming Hands, chained to their evil twin. And I'm using Prince Charming, shooting lasers out of his ears.
Okay, and?
Also, yes. Armed with a
Dubstep gun. Colloquially known as a bass cannon.
okay.
Okay. Rating champion will go first. Let's see, we're on a desert island. The confections have gone away, but the tactic of speeding around has not. I still can't do much with the SAM, the surface-to-air missile launcher, but definitely just kind of like zipping around, being awesome, and when feeling the heat of the near misses of the lasers, able to hone in on the location of Prince Charming, and just kind of beat him up.
All right. Well, I'm going to say you're already at a disadvantage on the desert island where you cannot see or hear because you're zipping around and you're going to end up in the water at some point. But even regardless of that, lasers, depending on the power of the lasers, can just go on infinitely. So I can just spin around as I sing my Disney tune.
Off key.
Off key a little bit. Yeah. Off key a little bit. But as I am Prince Charming and Star-Lord was going to try to woo the audience, I'm going to charm them to vote for me. Vote for me.
Because they're on an island.
Yeah. They're watching from the Titanic, you know. Oh, and the dubstep, even though we can't hear us sing, your epic music that's, you know, gonna try to woo the audience. Right over it.
Okay. Despite not being able to hear the dubstep, you can still feel it. You know. And I would turn it into some pretty fucking sick dance moves just by being able to feel it. Turning it into a new soundtrack there.
Sure.
Slide, he's done a couple like slide moves under doors, whatever, so definitely being able to slide under the lasers as it goes, find where you are, dance up to you, be awesome, knock your butt out. Pretty much, yeah, being able to avoid the lasers. Anything else? Or are we moving on to vote?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Judges.
Star-Lord.
One for Star-Lord?
I'm still with Star-Lord.
Still with Star-Lord, okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Alright, those get discarded. This will be Star-Lord's last fight against Jess. Currently, the standings are, what, 2 points, 1 point, 2 points? Okay. So, Jess, go ahead. The scenario for this one is a location only, an old rope bridge over lava.
No.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah, you
I'm not in the fight. No, I tried to go for the whole like your strength is wooing and charming. I'm like, oh, I'll charm.
Yes, but your tunes are lame and old. Mine are fresh and only a few decades old.
Only a few.
Oh.
Once again, this is where it goes like it almost pays to have like that camera over the
Okay,
shoulder
so-
to
Yeah.
see the cards
Mm.
for a lot of the card games.
Yeah. Although this one works because as we're discarding them, we're saying what we've rejected.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the last time we filmed this. It worked.
Yeah, I was going to film Superfight when I first got the deck, like about a year ago at this point. But unfortunately, I had the audio set wrong on my camera, and Ronan was walking around clack clack, and it didn't turn out good. So I'm glad to be able to be doing this. It's gonna be fun to do it during the May of Boater, during Tabletop Week. So I'm looking forward to this. So. Hey, no getting help from the judges. I'm not so sure about this.
Seems one-sided.
The judges are obviously going to vote for the ones they say you should try that one.
I like this. I'm voting for it.
Your pick.
You stop that.
It is her pick. Let her pick.
No, I'm the.
It's the only good choices.
called shenanigans. Shenanigans.
I'm gonna pistol if the next person says shenanigans.
Hey, what's that bar that you go to?
Yeah, throw that shit on the wall. You shenanigans?
We gotta rotate
Alright.
first.
Okay, what are we discarding?
Okay, so I'm discarding King Arthur and
Okay.
2 tribbles because I don't know much about. I don't
Okay.
know about tribbles. So armed with a piranha launcher, stuck in one of those electric cars for toddlers. Okay.
I've seen that card. That card feels new to me.
I
Okay.
don't remember.
Oh, I don't recall that either.
The player to your right.
Oh God.
I was going to choose King Arthur.
I think you might have gone with that.
Right. What's his attribute? Armed with a lightsaber that has 2 smaller lightsabers sticking out of the hilt. Very well. And another attribute.
Oh my God, okay, I'll go with the music. Armed with a railgun.
Armed with a railgun. Armed with a lightsaber and a railgun.
I should have gone with King Arthur.
You could have used the sword.
Sword and a
You
lightsaber.
can use it too.
Okay, so they're on an old rope
Yeah.
bridge over lava. This is the climax of the movie. Up to this point, Star-Lord, words, Star-Lord, who used to live on Earth, knows earthly ways, whatever, has come across this person who also is from Earth, but is given this great power of these different, has been removed from Earth, and he was basically like, hey, I'll take you under my wing, whatever. This kid got all ambitious and started to get all evil, whatever, and he's like, yo, bit of both, not full evil. You never go full evil. So it's come to the conclusion here. I'm just setting the stage. I don't know who would win, but I'm setting the stage. I think it's come to this point, you kind of turned against me. So...
She just wants to kill me, I think. This is where it's supposed. She just wants to see me die in some lava, or
So...
Or he wants to see you come victorious, or...
sure. Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. I just stuck with King Arthur. I chose you because I love you and I thought that maybe you'd win.
Okay.
The power of love.
You went with the power of love.
No, that one hasn't come up yet.
Oh, yeah, that's hard.
Okay, so... It's kind of a one-trick pony. Playing the music, zipping around, being awesome, and just basically making you come to the realization that you're the bad guy here. You should maybe put that stuff down, otherwise you're going into the lava drink. I don't know why I'm looking at you.
I'm not arguing.
Well, I know why I am.
Yeah, no.
How does he defeat it?
Yes,
How do I defeat Star-Lord? Please tell me.
She got a tweet to it. Okay, I'm trying to
For
think.
laughs?
Oh, see, he made him into a bad guy. I was.
But everyone is the hero of their own story, so in your mind, he's still the good guy.
Yeah.
Maybe Star-Lord is being a douche, and you're like, no, I know how to do this. I'm better than you.
Yeah.
You do have weapons.
Yeah, you have weapons.
What weapons? Okay.
You have a railgun and Kylo Ren's lightsaber. This came out shortly after the trailer to Force Awakens, so it was like,
Oh, okay.
We gotta throw it in.
Yeah.
Well, Star-Lord is dancing and boasting and trying to boast his ego. John, I'm gonna use his name because that's John goes in and attacks him with his lightsaber with 2
Yep, we got
lightsabers
it.
attached. And he takes a little space to get away from Star-Lord and uses his railgun. I don't really know what else I can do.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So we can say even while dodging the lightsaber, I end up getting falling off the bridge or something. If hypothetically that were to happen, I would then be below you, and basically Yeah, it's like little hover boot type things, right? So he's like hovering, like hanging out below the rope bridge, and he's like, surface air missile launcher. It just shoots it right up at you, right at the bridge, just demolishing it, causing, I'm sorry, you to fall into the lava.
Yeah.
Any counter or onto the voting?
Well, I could use his lightsaber to stick it into the ground so he doesn't fall off into the lava. And
He said he's gonna blow
Yeah,
blow you up from below. Blow me up from below.
Blow
Yeah,
away.
you/me.
No, okay.
You controlling me.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the voting. Who wins?
I'm voting for myself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that.
Vote just because the person is in the room. That's
That's terrible favoritism. Very well.
It was a strategy, and it paid out.
That's how I was going for to.
Okay.
No, my first choice was King Arthur, and
Okay, so Megan, go
I
ahead
felt
and
a bit
draw.
bad. I'm like, oh, but then I
So
make
we're
it
what?
think that
2 and 2, 1 and 1.
So it's at best gonna be tied.
Now you
Three
know.
Yeah,
ways.
so we'll keep going until.
See, I love you. I chose you over King Arthur.
Oh.
Okay, we are fighting on a Mars colony where all fighters are in helicopters.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
no idea how my character's gonna do that, any of them. It's gonna be one damn big helicopter.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Fine.
We'll do some hand waving and say that they're helicopters that will work in the thunder of Mars.
Or either that, or it's like a really big dome.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
So I'm getting rid of
Okay.
Godzilla,
I know.
a Stegosaurus,
Oh, you Stegosaurus!
armed with a machete, is really, really emotional.
That's a good one for
So,
him.
King Kong, everything they touch turns inside out
Okay.
and is wrapped in toilet paper.
Okay, reigning champion, take it away. How does John win against
Let's
King
see.
Kong in a helicopter on Mars?
Okay, so they're March colony.
Mars
Wait,
colony.
they're all
or-
in helicopters.
Yes.
So I'm like, how are any of my characters?
A really big helicopter.
Really big helicopter. Well, I guess I'm safe from everything they touch turning the inside out, because if King Kong is in a helicopter, isn't he touching the helicopter?
He's wrapped in toilet paper.
No, he's wrapped in toilet paper.
No,
Never
he's
mind.
turning the toilet paper
They
inside out.
stick toilet paper inside out.
I folded it, but it's
Okay,
blue on the
well.
outside. Oh.
Well, I guess since we're in helicopters, I can keep my distance, and I would attack with my railgun.
Okay.
I can't really do anything with the lightsaber
Okay, King
right
Kong.
now.
Well, it's not saying anything. He doesn't have like special gloves or anything preventing everything from turning inside out.
Okay.
So he could just like get close enough to the other helicopter, reach his hand out, take off the glove, touch the other helicopter, turn it inside out.
So your goal is to all of a sudden make John be outside the helicopter somehow by turning it inside out. Is that?
Yeah, just like completely either crumble it with him inside of it or turn the helicopter inside out.
Okay.
I'm
And-
sorry, John. So
Any response? Yeah, that seems like a pretty terrible way to go. Guess what?
Wait, does it? So it
The
just
helicopter's now in you.
Wait, is that what happened? I thought the helicopter just turned inside out, like that he's out. He's just outside now.
Okay, so that's she's
So
arguing
he
that that's how the
uses the
inside out
light.
would work.
Once again, I use the lightsaber to stick into the helicopter, and I use my railgun again to attack the. Well, not attack King Kong. Attack the helicopter to try to get it to crash. Attack like the
The rotors. Okay.
So I could take the toilet paper that King Kong's wrapped in and just like throw up the extra axis, because he's a big guy, so he just throws up the extra axis and like screws up the propellers on his helicopter, like wraps him up in it, so he can't even like move with his from his lightsaber and turn him inside out along with the helicopter, or whichever he's feeling at the moment.
I'm still trying to see an inside-out helicopter.
I don't know. There was a movie that did that.
Any
I'm
response?
confused. Did the toilet paper attack the rotor or me?
Or you,
Okay.
the person.
Well, it's pretty easy to break toilet paper. I can
It's
break
King
out.
Kong. It's King Kong. There's a lot of toilet paper.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say
And it
that
could be
it's
that really, really thick stuff.
Well,
not the cheap dog.
I-
The Charmin.
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 I managed to
Four-ply.
somehow.
Overcome by the
I managed to
plushiness.
somehow get out of it, like get it close to the lightsaber, and that would burn it off. And
Say, would you like to set you on fire? I'm not quite sure. But no, I wouldn't.
no. And
So we're going-
I'm going to attack again with the helicopter.
Okay.
At more parts of the helicopter.
Are we good to vote?
Yes.
I think we're good to vote.
Okay, I would give the vote to John just because of being able to end it with the railgun before you got close enough to use the inside-out powers.
Yeah.
Same, and then even if it got to the point that you're removing the toilet paper, that's your barrier between you and turning your own helicopter inside
Okay.
out.
So now, Jess has 2 points. I have 2 points. At this point, play would normally continue around this way. Are we okay calling it pretty much a tie, or do you want to figure out a winner there? I'm good calling it a tie because
I'm
otherwise it's
fine
like
with
we
a
get
tie.
the chance to go for 3, but he doesn't.
Yeah,
tie?
I'm fine.
Okay, cool. And you had 1 point.
Yeah.
You are the last place winner.
I'm fine with that.
Yay!
Yeah, because we all three had 2 points.
Yeah. And since it
That
started,
was a really crappy
that-
draw, but
Yeah, that wasn't a great draw. It's just like.
I'm
oh.
surprised that I only won the last one because John didn't want it to, and that's not what I was going for. I didn't.
I can totally beat Star-Lord. It's not what she argued at all.
Just like this guy.
Awesome, guys. Well,
I could have said that he would try to do a dance.
well.
The audience might like me for laughs.
What are you doing?
Yeah, like, is that a move? No. Oh, that looks like it hurt.
They felt bad for him, so
Yeah,
they
that's
voted for him.
And then he calls you a turd blossom. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you guys for joining me. This is the end of when we filmed 6 videos today. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been a long day, and I'm freaking exhausted. But thank you guys very much for joining me on this. It's been a lot of fun. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let us know who you would have voted for in various matchups. And who would have won according to how you would have voted for the characters. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you think that we earned it. Be sure to share with your friends, kind of the idea, the whole May of Boater thing, sharing with friends that might enjoy it. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter.com/BoaterBug and support me on Patreon.com/BoaterBug. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.
Did it! Done. Just a week's worth of videos.
Yep, pretty much.